Can't see the chat box at the moment. Yeah. Okay. So when Sonia asked me to do this session, I obviously wanted to do something that was useful to everybody. And I was thinking back to when I first started teaching and what I would like to know now. Now I know that there are lots of veterans amongst you, like myself. So obviously some of the ideas you will already know, but you may want to adapt them or change them. I don't know. So this is so I thought to myself, and I thought, what I wish I'd known 33 years ago when I started teaching. So this is my first week of teaching. This is me at 22. And this is me now, but not 22. So those of you who are quick will know exactly how old I am. So I wanted to share useful things because for a start, thank you so much for coming on a Saturday morning. I've always said that Portuguese teachers are really dedicated, but this shows extreme dedication to be here on a Saturday morning. So I wanted to start how I start with new groups of children. It doesn't matter the age group really, because I use this story again and again when I'm meeting new children. And this is my story time rhyme that I've used for maybe not 33 years, but maybe 30 years. And it's just 1, 2, 3, story time for you and me. And I have this is my magic mist. Okay, it's magic because it has stars on it, as you can see. And I use this with the children and I tell them it's magic. At first, it's just water because I need to check whether there are any children who are maybe allergic to flowers, yeah? But then after a while, I put just 1 or 2 drops of lavender oil in it, and it's all water, so it's just a little bit of a smell, or you can just use water because it's magic. And so what I say to the children is, I am going to spray my magic mist over you and it's going to make you nice and quiet and ready for the story. Are you ready for the story? Okay, now the good thing is that this is great actually. Magic mist is great, especially when it's hot. I usually work in Seville. I teach in Seville, and many of you teach in places that are hot a lot of the year, and this is great. And I actually caught some children going like this to the back of their neck in June because it was so hot. So this story is called Hello Goodbye. I have many different versions of it just because I've been buying them. It might be my fault that there aren't that many around, but it's now not in print. So you have to buy used versions. And this is the story. It's called Hello Goodbye. A tree stood quietly in the sunshine. A big brown bear stepped up. Hello, he said very loudly. Can you say hello very loudly? Can't hear you. If you're in a library.
Hello.
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 2 bees flew over. Hello, hello, they said very busily. Can you say hello very busily? Hello, hello. Yeah,
Hello,
and so
hello,
we've got,
hello, hello.
yeah. Along came a big red bird. What did the bird say? He said, hello, very quickly. Can you say it very quickly? Hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
And it's great because you've got lots of vocabulary in there that you can use during the year, like quickly, quietly. Soon voices all over the tree were saying, hello, 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 which is great because we've got a classroom full of children and we can say, hello, 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 and they can pretend that they're in the tree. Little voices on the leaves said, hello. Can you say hello in a little voice? And I get the children to say hello in a little voice. Squeaky voices on the branches said, hello, hello. Yeah, and then I get them to repeat it. Okay, this is a difficult one because children don't have very deep down voices, do they? I say, deep down voices among the roots said, hello, can you say hello in a very deep tone voice? And they have a good try. And we've got lots of animals in there. I forgot to tell you, we're in England. So suddenly a drop of rain fell on the bear's nose. Splash. Raindrops fell all over the bear. Splash, splash, splash. Goodbye, goodbye, said the two bees very busily. Goodbye, said the big red bird very quickly. What did all the voices on the tree say? Yeah, so we've got lots of children saying goodbye, 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 goodbye. What did the big bear say very loudly? He said, goodbye. And there you go. It's a very simple story. And if you can't find the story, I have now started to tell it with flashcards. And I choose the different characters that I want, doing things quietly, slowly, loudly. Yeah. It's very, very useful story. And I use it again and again. Everyone had gone. The tree stood quietly again. Hello, rain, it said, very, very quietly. Can you say hello, rain, very, very quietly? Okay, I can't hear you. Okay, you're saying it very quietly. Sorry. So this is the thing. And I love this last one because I say to the children, very, very quietly when I want them to do something, which is a bit like your inside voice, which a lot of teachers use. Yeah, so it's very, very quietly. Now, what is communicated in the story? When and why? Okay, I remind you, I can't see the chat. So Sonia, I can't, as you know, I can't see the chat. So I might have to do, I might have to do the answering. So you can still write in the chat, it's just I can't see it. So what is communicated in the chat? When and why? So obviously, sorry, in the story. So we've got hello, goodbye, two very important words. And we may change that to hi and bye if we wanted to. When? Well, it's in context. Everyone comes, everyone says hi or hello, and yeah, goodbye. Why? Because that's social convention, isn't it? That is being polite. Yeah. And it's something that's really good to remind the children. Now, Muriel Bloor said a long time ago, she said, since the main purpose of teaching is so that our students will be able to use the language in real situations, we must at some stage provide the opportunities for appropriate practice. The earlier we introduce realistic practice, the better. Yeah. And I think that is really true. Now, something I wanted to remind you about is that our world, is in a communication crisis. Kids and adults spend incredible amounts of time on their electronic devices, and with this change, we are losing our skills in how to communicate our needs with our own voices. I got this photograph because I just found it so shocking when I saw the photograph of this little girl. Okay, she's in a front-facing pram. So her mom or dad or caregiver could be speaking to her and in interaction, but we've got the child on the tablet. Yeah. And I just found it very shocking. Okay, now I love this sign I saw outside a British school. It said, greet your child with a smile, not a mobile. And usually that's what you see, parents on mobiles outside school. Now, look at this conversation, okay, on this phone. Hey, what's up? You okay? Yeah, you? What you up to? Want to go to movie? Tomorrow? Can't tomorrow? Tonight? Cool. Okay, think about the real conversation. Yeah? How would it be different if it was spoken? How much would be said? Yeah? And this is the thing, as soon as we go to mobile phones and WhatsApp, I say WhatsApp, but that's what a lot of us use. A lot of the language is lost. So it's not surprising that we're in a communication crisis. Yeah. Now, how do I plan for children to communicate confidently in my classroom? Well, I think of Vygotsky's zone of proximal development. Okay. I can see how each of my children can achieve and progress. I can scaffold and support the communication. I can then gradually remove my support when the children are confident to do an activity on their own. But we're experienced teachers, we know we can't completely remove our support and scaffolding as language learning is not a simple linear process and involves ongoing skills development. If only we could say done that, but we can't. Now, if you think about this, without input, there'll be no output. And so the children have to hear English, yeah? Now, this is an important thing. Children hear about 5,000 hours of their mother tongue before they start to produce. So I found some photographs here. So we've got, them interacting with different caregivers. I like this last photo because the mother is explaining something to the older child, but the little child is glued to what she's saying. Yeah, can you see that? Yeah. And so I just think that this is so important. So isn't being able to use the foreign language, which for us is English, in real situations our main purpose? But what language? And that's the question. So, Sonia, I'm going to ask you some questions in a minute, and I might need somebody to read out the chat to me. So most children equate learning a second language with being able to speak it. Yeah, most children and most people, it's not just most children, learning their mother tongue seem to be relatively easy, and they expect it to be the same with the second language. And they want immediate results, yeah, even after their first lesson. So if they are coming out saying hello, goodbye, hi, goodbye, oh, hi, bye, then they see immediate results. And when they come into the next classroom and I say hello or hi, they can see that they already know some English. To maintain any initial motivation, children need to be given opportunities to speak English as soon and as much as possible. Now, this is Brewster, Ellis, and Girard. Okay, and I'm sure many of you will have this book at home. Yeah, it's the Primary English Teacher Guide. Yeah, we've all got it. We've all had it. Yeah, I think I've had 2 versions of it, or maybe even 3 now. So Gibbon says of language acquisition, one of the first things a young child learns is to talk about the here and now. Okay, and this is where I wanted you to write in the chat box. So what is here and now in our classrooms? Can you write in the chat box? What's the here and now when we're in class?
I'm waiting for answers.
Yeah, you can answer.
Okay.
Oh, obviously it's going to depend on the age of the children.
Teacher,
yeah?
classmates, school objects. What do you mean, Ana Raquel? Classroom, classmates. Classmates. Saying their names and how old they are, where they live. Listen, sing, playing with classmates. The stories they bring. Talking about the weather, meals, greetings, students.
Great. So this is all that I've put here, okay? I created this a long time ago, we say in 2007. And the here and now in the primary English classroom for me, so you've mentioned a lot, is routines. And repetition for me is part of the here and now. We do lots of repetition and role play and drama. And then we need constant reinforcement constant review or reviewing or recycling. So we've said that. So this is in the school that I do a lot of cover work now. I go into schools. And in one school I go into, we have what we call meet and greet. And that's hello, how are you, the weather, the day, date, birthday news. So as you said, their stories, someone said their stories, and then we introduce the topic. So what routine language would I like my primary children to know through the year and by the end of the year? Okay, so to use hello and goodbye or bye-bye in context. I know that sounds silly, but if I walk into a classroom and a child says bye-bye, I know that they've not grasped it yet, or they want me to leave. They don't want English, okay? And we've got date and weather, and to understand and respond to the following questions. So what's your name? How are you? How old are you? What's your favorite? So I can use that for anything. Have you got a, or have you got some? And can I borrow? So I'm going to go straight into activities now, okay? And if it's not clear, don't worry. I have done a handout as well, which you can download. So this is called the Hello Game, and I've created a picture on Canva. There are some children around the bottom. So I've got the children in a circle, and I go round and I ask, I'll say, what's your name? And the child says, Anna. What's your name? And obviously I say Vanessa. And we form a line, okay? So then Anna goes at the start of my line and she becomes student 1, and she goes and says hello to someone else and says, hello, yeah. And what's your name? And the child says their name, and then so on. I don't want that many children in a line. So there's usually me, student 1, student 2, student 3. And once I've got student 3, I say, bye-bye, everyone. And they have to go and sit down. And we start again. Yeah. Again, what's your name? Joanne. Okay. What's your name? Vanessa. Okay. And is that okay? Is that clear? So I'll show you how that can develop. Follow-up activities to use in class. It could be just hello. And so we've got 3. I choose them one by one, and they say hello. They do exactly the same thing. And I say goodbye, everyone, and they sit down. Yeah. Now that is if we can make a circle, and we can use the same with how are you? I'm fine. And you? Okay. And we form our line again. What's your favorite color, for instance? Do you like? That might be another one. And then if there isn't room in your classroom to sit in a circle, you could just walk a line of children around the class, in and out of the desks, and you say goodbye as your signal to sit down, or bye-bye, and they sit down. Okay. Right, so that's my hello song, my hello game, and it can be developed as the year goes on. Now, an important thing that I remembered was, I love this quote in Peter Pan. It says, if you cannot teach me to fly, teach me to sing. And I truly believe this. I think if we teach the children to sing a song, we're teaching them to fly in English. So Tim Murphy said he referred to something called SSITHP. That's song stuck in the head phenomenon. And that's when you've heard a song and the words are stuck in your head. Yeah. And that helps the children. If it's a catchy song and it's the right language, they leave our class and spend the rest of our day singing our curriculum in English. Yeah. And songs with a lot of repetition, and it can incorporate movement and action, then it enhances the learning process. Yeah. And it helps them make the language more memorable. Now, I have colleagues who can maybe be a bit critical because they say to me, no hace otra cosa que cantar. Do you not do anything else but sing? Yeah. And I say, yes, but the children leave my class singing what we're doing in English, and they spend the rest of the day. And I say, Do they sing your maths problems? And my colleague looks at me and I say, no, but they could, because there are plenty of songs about maths problems or science or whatever we're teaching. So that's the thing, is to equip the children with language so that they can fly. Now, here is a song. Okay, I'm using my songs because I don't have a problem with copyright. I don't have to ask. So are you ready?
CD 1.
Yeah?
Go.
Listening 1. Let's sing.
Can you hear it?
Yes, Vanessa.
Hi, hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Hi, hello, I'm fine, thank you. It's good to see you too.
Okay, I'm going to move it on to the next box.
CD 1.
Okay, I don't want it to be repeated. Okay, so you saw I used a lot of action. So hi, hello, how are you? It's good to see you. Okay, I'm fine, thank you. Yeah. Now, you may want to teach the children, great, if you want to, or not so good. Yeah. The thing is to give them the English that they will need. Okay. Now, to get actions or ideas for actions, I look at Signing Savvy, which is the American website for sign language. And I also look at ideas from Makaton. I don't know whether you know what Makaton is.
What is it,
Okay.
Vanessa?
If you, yes, yeah, okay. So if you go onto YouTube, there's a fabulous lady and her little girl, and they do lots of signing of Makaton of simple English that you might need in your class, and they're great. Yeah. Now, if you're thinking about older children, because I know some of you are teaching older children, you might not want a hello song with the older children. And so I like to have a piece of music that I play. Now, I like this one.
You say yes, I say no. You say stop, and I say go, go, go. Oh no, you say goodbye, and you say yes, you say.
Right. So the thing about it is you may change the song if you're working with older children. So you may start off the year with something like Hello, Goodbye by the Beatles. Okay, I'm from Liverpool. Yeah. So they're from where I'm from originally. So I often choose the Beatles. But it's kind of useful because it marks the start of our class. And if it's a nice song like this one, it's very uplifting and it's a great way to start in our English class. Now, this is, again, one of, I sing this one. So it's the tune of If You're Happy and You Know It. Yeah. So it's, oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. And then you can go cha, cha, cha. Oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. Cha, cha, cha. Okay, I can't see myself. It's really funny. I hope you can see that. Okay. Now, what I did was I found a jazzy version of If You're Happy and You Know It. Yeah. Oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. Cha, cha, cha. Oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. Cha, cha, cha. Oh, it's sunny today. Today, oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. Cha, cha, cha. Okay. So if you look, it's repeated. Oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. Oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. Oh, it's sunny today. Oh, it's sunny today. Oh, it's sunny today. 5 times. Okay. That's relevant. And I'm going to tell you why in a short length of time. But don't worry, you have the link. So if you like this jazzy music of If You're Happy and You Know It, then you have the link and you can download it. Now, another thing that I have to do with the children in the school that I go into is I have to do the date. Yeah, we have to do it every day. So, and that's difficult because you need to know you only need to know 5 days of the week for school, but then you've got to know 12 months and the year, and yeah, it's a lot of information. And so I do here and now with this. So I sing to the children and they sing it back. So when I've got my chart, I say, today is Saturday, and they sing back, today is Saturday, September the 7th, September the 7th, 2024.
2024.
2024, that's the date. So if you see, it's very, very simple. And they're just waiting for me to sing, today is Monday. Okay, so on Monday, I will be singing September the 9th, 2024. That's the date. And the children get used to it. It becomes our routine. Yeah. And it's a simple song. It's Frère Jacques. Yeah, you can easily remember that one. Another thing is when we're talking about news. So we have to, if there's a birthday, yeah, we have to obviously celebrate the birthday. So the song that I use is The Farmers in the Dell. So it's na 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 na. How old are you? How old are you? I'm 4, I'm 4, I'm 4, and you. Yeah. And so their children get used to it. I'm 4, I'm 4. Now, my action for how old is how old? Yeah, I can't see myself doing that. Okay, how old? This is how tall. This is how old. Yeah. Okay. And so and obviously they learn this song because it becomes routine. We do it all the time. We've got 25 birthdays in the class. Okay. So this becomes routine. Yeah. Okay. And just a little bit of fun. They jump their age. So they say, I'm 4, I'm 4, I'm 4. And so they go 4 and they go 1. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. It's just a bit of fun, but it lets off steam and the children like jumping their age. Now, this is a world-renowned song. Yeah, I know you're saying, I know that. I know you know it. I've walked into classrooms in Japan, in Chile, in Poland, and been able to sing the song, and the children can sing it with me. Okay, so I'm going to play my favorite version. So today we're doing my favorite. Okay, they might not be yours, but we're saying.
Well, you knock, 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 and I say come in. You open the door and you take a big spin. Slap your heels, then you slap your knees. Why don't you do the head and shoulders with me? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Second verse is the same as the first. Well, you knock, 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 and I say come in. You open the door and you take a big spin. Slap your heels, then you slap your knees. Why don't you do the head and shoulders with me? Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. And eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. All right, we're gonna try some new body parts this time, and we're gonna start off very slowly. Neck, elbows, hips and feet, hips and feet. Neck, elbows, hips and feet, hips and feet. And thighs and rears and lips and teeth. Neck, elbows, hips and feet, hips and feet. William.
Okay. Did you know this version of it?
No.
Okay.
Most of us are saying no.
The children love this version. Which word do you think that they like in the new verse? We've got neck, elbows, hips and feet, hips and feet. Yeah, we've got thighs and Rears and lips and teeth. They love rears. They're like, oh, they
Rear,
love
yeah.
anything that's to do with bottoms. Yeah. Okay, that's right. So there are many advantages, obviously, to using music, songs, and rhymes. Okay, and we know that. And the reason I chose this song is just that I love this version of it, and also it shows all the important things to do with why music is so important to get children to communicate. Okay, it ticks all the boxes. It teaches language payoff. That's the most important thing. So sometimes things seem fun, but they need to seem fun and the children learn English. It has movement. This TPR makes the language transparent. It's catchy and memorable, as we know about Head, Shoulders, Knees and Toes. It's fun and it lifts the mood, yeah? And this version has a fun twist. So we've got neck, elbows, hips, and feet. Yeah? And the children like it. That's the most important thing. We need songs that the children like. Yeah. Now, one thing that, okay, games add variation to lesson, okay? And it increases motivation, yeah? Because it provides a plausible incentive to use the target language. So remember that for many children, okay, we teach between 4 and 12, yeah? I teach also between 3 and 12. And especially the youngest, you know, language learning obviously is not the key motivational factor, okay? Games can provide this stimulus, okay? And the game context makes the foreign language immediately useful to the children. And it brings the target language to life, yeah? And so this is a game that I play with the children. Okay, talking about the weather can be boring, you know? Let's say, so once they've said the weather, then that's it. And so I have, obviously we need to provide this support and scaffolding and we need a lot of practice. And so we have to practice the weather so that they know it, but you know, it can be boring. So what I do is I have a bag, and in my bag, okay, would you like to guess what's the weather today? Okay, I can't see the chat. What's the weather today, do you think? Sonia, can you just write in the chat?
Rainy.
Rainy.
Someone said.
No,
Cloudy.
sorry.
Cloudy.
No, sorry.
No, sunny.
Yes, sunny. Okay, so I have silly things in my bag. So I've got silly sunglasses. I've also got, you know, I do things like I'll do something to mirror their things. So, you know, often the kids have odd gloves because they've lost one of them. So we've got, obviously this is cold. If you're superstitious, don't look away. But I have like a silly umbrella. Yeah. And yeah, this is a ladybird umbrella. But what's in my bag provides, so there's only one thing in the bag, and that provides an information gap and a need to communicate. So when I say what's the weather today, the children have to guess. And so they have to say it's sunny, it's rainy, it's cloudy. And then the child who's got the bag, so there's a child at the front with the bag, and the child's going, they're saying sunny, windy, yeah, and then they take it out and put it on. So it adds a little bit of fun. But the information gap here provides a need to speak, yeah? The children have to ask. They have to say what the weather is. Yeah, so this is an important one. Guys, it's so strange not to be able to see you. Okay, now this is
Sorry
another.
about
I put my favorite games in to get children to speak, so that they're in your photocopies. So this is, I love dice because they add an element of luck. So it's not that the same child who's good at English gets it right all the time, yeah? And so we have to practice so that the children start to use, have you got it? Or can I borrow your pencil? Can I borrow your rubber? And so we use the dice. And so a child says, can I borrow your book? Okay. And then this happens. No, sorry. Yeah, the crayons. Can I borrow your pencil? No, still crayons. Can I borrow your scissors? Let me see. Yes. So the child who's thrown or is asked the question gets a point. Yeah. And obviously you can use this dice, you can stick anything on it, but it's very, very useful for getting the children to start using the language that we want them to use in class, like, can I borrow? Yeah. And again, because of the element of luck, they have to repeat it again and again because it doesn't always turn out. Yeah. Now, the next thing, as I said, I'm using a lot of my own music because I'm allowed to use it. That's the thing. I don't have to get permission. So this is a song I use with slightly older children who are 8. And it is basically the questions that we've looked at when they were like the year before. So what's your name? How old are you? Have you got any brothers and sisters? Have you got a pet? Where do you live? What are your favorite things? And then have you got a, and then we've also got, how tall are you? Okay, so let me show you. So what's your name? Yeah. How old are you? Have you got any brothers and sisters? Have you got a pet? Where do you live? What are your favorite things? Right, I'll play it to you. And then how tall are you? So how old are you? How tall are you? Okay, here we go. I hope you'll be able to hear this.
Listening 7. Listen and sing.
All about me, all about you, all about our friends and family too, all about home and school too, all about us. What's your name? How old are you? Have you got any brothers and sisters? Have you got a pet? Where do you live? What are your favorite things? All about me, all about you, all about our friends and family too, all about home and school too, all about us. What's your name? How tall are you? Have you got any brothers and sisters? Have you got a pet? Where do you live? What are your favorite things?
Okay. So you get the idea, yeah? Is that okay? Was that clear? So there's lots of questions there that the children have done in previous years in our routine language, yeah? What's your name? So I use name for my action. What's your name? Because from when they were very little, the teacher will say, go and get your book. Look for your name. Look for your name. Yeah, when they were getting, or they were hanging up their coats in school, look for your name. Yeah, so that's it. How old are you? Have you got any brothers and sisters? Have you got a pet? Where do you live? What are your favorite things? And then how tall are you? Yeah. So there you go. Now, I know we often use find someone who quite a lot, and this is an information gap. So the children stand up and they have to find somebody who can answer yes to one of these questions. And then they write that person's name in. Now, mine slightly differs from a lot of the find someone who, because the find someone who usually says, find someone who has got a brother. Find someone who has got a dog. Find out someone who likes Harry Potter. But for me, that's not useful. I want the children to be using the correct question, yeah, because they're going to repeat it lots of times until they find someone who's got a brother. So there will be lots of repetition here until they find someone to fill in, yeah. Now you have this this photocopy that is mine, and so do you like cooking? Do you play a musical instrument? Have you got a sister? Do you like the color purple? Are you 9? So some children are already 9. Do you live near school? And have you got a cat? So there's lots of repetition. Now, the reason I'm stressing that is, so again, there's an information gap. You're asking a question because you don't know the answer. But repetition is so important for our communication. So Cameron, a long time ago now, Lynn Cameron found that a new word needs to be met at least 5 or 6 times before it has any chance of being learned. So when you go through my songs and things like that, you'll notice I've used songs, I sing songs that they hear the words at least 3 times, the magic 3, at least 3 times, sometimes 5 or 6 times. Yeah. Oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. Oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. It's sunny today. Oh, it's sunny today. Oh, it's sunny today. Yes, it is. Cha, cha, cha. Okay. So there's a whole reason for choosing this language, which is repetitious. Now, another of my favorite games is this one. Yeah. Can you see that okay? This is my fishing rod. You've got a photograph of it there. And this is one of my favorite games. And it works obviously on eye-hand coordination, but it also works on listening and speaking. So we're fishing for pictures, for sounds, for words, or for maybe pairs and pictures. And what I do is I put a paper clip on my flashcard and the children fish. Yeah, they fish the word, okay? Now, the thing is, we can practice actually, so I like sandwiches. So it doesn't have to be just a word, it might be a sentence. Here's another one. I've put this kind of clip on because I have some children that have problems actually fishing this, okay? But it leads to a lot of language production. Now, the reason I've chosen these is because I wanted to show you a song which I can use that will provide chunks of useful language for the children and very repetitious. Yeah. Now the tune is She'll Be Coming Round the Man. I forgot to tell you, this is a duster from Mercadona. I know that you have Mercadona in Portugal now. This is almost indestructible. Yeah. Okay, there will be some children that can destroy it, but it's great. And this is just a magnet from a kitchen unit, and they have a little hole in those magnets, so you can easily thread it up. Now, the song is, yeah, you'll know the song. So it's, do you like bananas? Yes, I do. It might be, no, I don't. Yeah. Do you like bananas? Yes, I do. Do you like bananas? Do you like bananas? Do you like bananas? Yes, I do. Now, obviously, you have to have an option for the no, I don't children. Yeah. So you could stand them in a line and you sing, do you like bananas? And you have a yes line or a no line. And so the children are in the middle. And if it's yes, they jump to the, yeah, they say, yes, I do. No, I don't. And they jump to the other side. Okay. Now, the great thing about that song is that it can be adapted. So instead of do you like bananas, it could be, have you got a dog? Yes, I have. Oh, no, I haven't. Are bananas healthy? Yes, they are. If we're looking at Clill, so is sugar healthy? No, it isn't. Yeah. And another thing, looking at animals. So can monkeys climb? Yes, they can. Can cats swim? No, they can't. This one's looking not very happy. So again, it's the song stuck in the head phenomenon from Murphy. You know, this language, no matter what we choose for our useful chunks of language, it gets stuck in the children's heads. Yeah. Now, I am going to, I hope I get this right. I haven't done it since last Christmas. I know that sounds silly to do it with you, but I do it at the end of a term. And we're going to do a story which the children really love and you can act out, okay? So role play and drama to improve communication, okay? Children enjoy playing with language, saying words in character. So if you're the loud brown bear, hello. Yeah, so they're saying words in character or in a particular sound. It's that style, loudly, quickly, slowly, quietly. Yeah. It gives children a chance to communicate the language they've learned, and it puts language in context. It encourages and motivates children to speak and hear the sound of their own voice. Remember our communication crisis and how people are on gadgets all the time? And so they get to hear the sound of their own voice. And if we can include non-verbal communication, then it can be enjoyed by the whole group. So those children are a little bit more silent can still join in. So this is a story. You may know it. It's called The Enormous Elephant, and it was by Sarah Phillips. It was in Drama with Children, and I have made a different version for the children in class. So in the story, there is Big Bear. Can you do the actions? Big Bear, cute cat, and dancing dog. And they want things: a bike, a computer or a computer game, a guitar. Another action is cold. Another action is bored. Then there's Santa. Yeah, Santa. Have an idea, okay? So this is the story of what do you want for Christmas? Are you ready? There's Big Bear. There's, yeah, cute cat and dancing dog. Are you ready? So one day, Big Bear is cold and bored. And then he has an idea. I know, I'll go and see Santa. And so he walks and he walks. Are you ready? So I've got all the children going. He walks and he walks and he walks and he walks and he sees cute cat. And he says, hello, what's your name? And cute cat says, I'm cute cat. What's your name? And he says, I'm Big Bear. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. How are you? And cute cat says, oh, I'm cold, I'm bored. Me too, says Big Bear. How old are you? She says, okay, cute cat says, I'm 5. How old are you? And Big Bear says, I'm 10. What do you want for Christmas? Says Big Bear. And cute cat says, oh, I'd like a computer game. What do you want for Christmas? And Big Bear says, I'd like a bike. And so Big Bear says, let's go and see Santa. And cute cat says, okay. And so they walk and they walk and they walk and they walk and they see dancing dog. How are you? Well, obviously they say, hello, what's your name? And of course, dancing dog says, I'm dancing dog. What's your name? I'm Big Bear and I'm cute cat. How are you? And he says, okay, I'm cold and bored. How old are you?
Валя,
And of course,
зачем так
yeah,
тут написано «выскочила» такое? Зачем мне это надо?
is that
Вытяни
okay?
это, да,
Sorry, Inga,
Или
can
или
I
тебе
ask you to... Okay.
What's up? Is
Go
everything
on,
okay?
Vanessa. Yeah.
Okay, and so, oh gosh, I've lost my train of thought. Okay, so he says, what do you want for Christmas? And of course, dancing dog says, I'd like a guitar. What do you want for Christmas? I've missed something out. What do you want for Christmas? And they say, obviously, Big Bear says, I'd like a bike. And cute cat said, I'd like a computer game. Okay, let's go and see Santa. And of course, yeah, dancing. Dog says, okay. So they walk and 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 they walk. And then Big Bear says, oh, I'm tired. And then Cute Cat says, oh, I'm tired. And Dancing Dog says, oh, I'm tired. And so they go to sleep. Whilst they're asleep, Santa comes with a bike, with a computer game and a guitar. And so when they wake up, okay, Big Bear says, oh, a bike. And Cute Cat says, oh, a computer game. And Dancing Dog says, a guitar. Okay. Thank you, Santa. Happy Christmas. Okay, I think I've missed some things out there because there was a break in the middle. Okay, I'm sorry. The last game I wanted to share with you was my flashcard tower, which we can repeat. So we recycle plastic cups from school, and your flashcards need laminating, and then the children come and they say, yeah, Big Bear, and they put it there. And then another one, they might say, yeah, Cute Cat. And so we continue. Yeah. Okay. Can you see that? Okay. And we try to build up our tower. The good thing is that the tower falls over. And so we have to repeat. Yeah. And it's really good fun. I say, so try this one at home. It's really fun. The children will love it. We do some recycling of materials, which is great. And they see that we're using recycled things. Now, I'm gonna finish now, so don't worry. I know we've spent
Okay,
a long time. So
Vanessa. Yeah.
is that okay? So you have to give your students the chance to succeed. Yeah, I know that sounds silly, but praise, praise, and praise. I know people have been in my classes and I've seen them look and go, that wasn't fabulous. You know, I'll say to a small child, that was fabulous. And I can see them looking at me thinking, that wasn't fabulous. And I think it was fabulous for him. Yeah. So it's so important. Giving the children music, it gives them an answer to things as well. Because often when I see them come out of class, I see parents saying to them something like, dile algo a la tita en inglés. Say something to the teacher, to your aunt in English. And I'm thinking, I'm British. And if someone said to me, say something to me in English, I'd be thinking, what do you want me to say? And so I say to the children, just sing a song. It boosts their confidence. Yeah. And they can immediately sing, yeah, red, pink, yellow, purple, green, or blue. What's your favorite color? You know, and you can see the parents going, see, they know English. I told you. But that's what we're trying to do. We want them to think that they're fabulous. Yeah, rewards and recognition. I have stickers. I also have stampers because sometimes I run out of stickers, but the stamper is quite useful. Also, something like high fives or fist bumps is what they love at the moment as well. And this is one that they love. Give yourself a pat on the back. This is fabulous. In fact, a colleague said to me the other day, I knew you were in covering, you know, for the 5-year-olds because they came out going, all these, he said, I saw these children giving themselves a pat on the back in the playground. But I said, you know, it's also self-evaluation. Can you give yourself on the pat? If you did really well, give yourself a pat on the back. And you see them going, yeah, which is good. It's self-evaluation. Okay. According to neurologists, reflecting on successful outcomes can make us optimal learners. So I often say to the children, wow, you know those words really well, or you know that English really well. So when you sing a song, you play a game, and you use the stickers in your book, you learn really well. Do you like the song? Oh, we'll have to do that again. So you're actually talking about their success, but you're signaling what they did to become successful, which is important, according to neurologists. Don't forget praise. As I said, people often look at me as if I'm going mad because I'm going, excellent, you know, and they're thinking that wasn't excellent. I'm like, well, it was for him. Research has shown that in general, in school children hear 16 negative statements to every positive one from their teachers, their friends, their family, which is very sad. And I put the article, you can link to the article, it's really important. But what I want you to think about is, can you write in the chat words to praise your students? Okay. Are you still awake? I can't see you. Okay. Can you
Just a
write in the chat?
second. Good job.
Yeah.
Great, fantastic, well done, great work, amazing, well done, wonderful. You are amazing. You rock.
Love it.
Fabulous. You
I
did
love
really
the
well.
Yeah, I love
Thank
it.
you.
Yeah, I mean, you're all there. I've got some pictures there. Carry on. Say things that people say. It's great. Write down what your friends are saying in the chat. Write them down because we get some good ideas. I love you rock. Yeah, I love that one. So we've got well done, congratulations, great, very good, fantastic, super, wonderful, excellent, awesome. Yeah. But it's so important. And I love the fact that you are praising the children because it's, you know, they will go home. And I say, try using them more in class to swing the 16 to 1. So if they're hearing 16 not so good things, yeah, we swing it round and they start to hear really good things. Okay. And I love this quote. It says, one of the most important things a teacher can do is to send the pupil home in the afternoon, liking themselves. Okay, it says liking himself. So I've changed it to themselves just a little better than when they came in the morning. And that is for me so important. Children, when they feel good, they want to come to your class. They feel happy about coming. Okay. I remember I hated maths. I wasn't good at maths, but I used to love going to a class that I went to when I was 15 because the teacher was really positive. So, okay, I'm not good at maths, but she'd say, wow, that was great. You tried really hard. And that immediately made me want to try even harder. Yeah. So I'm going to leave you with this and then we can have a chat. Okay. This is a very, very famous saying, tell me and I will forget, show me and I may remember, involve me and I will understand. And that was Confucius 450 years before Christ. Amazing. But I say, just listening, I will forget, most probably. Seeing what to do, I may remember. But joining in and doing, I will understand. And hopefully I will remember. That's my ELT primary class version. Okay, so thank you so much. I'm going to stop speaking. I'm sorry. I feel as if I've been going on. And
Thank you,
everything
Vanessa.
is in a handout. Yeah. So shall I stop sharing so I can see you?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to stop
So you can
sharing
see
now.
everyone.
Okay. See you all. It's so nice to see everybody. It was really I was like, you know, and then I started to know how some people must feel in their life when they can't see someone's face, which is an important thing as well. So any questions? Right. You can actually open the chat if you can speak or you can write in the chat.
Yes, you can unmute yourselves and
Mute
go ahead.
yourself, yeah.
It's your time now.
Any questions?
I've already shared Vanessa's handouts with you in the chat
Right.
box, and I'm adding also the link for the feedback. Go ahead, Anna.
Thank you.
You're awesome, Vanessa.
Thank you. I can't even see. Oh, I can see you now. Thank you, my dear. Yeah, you're honestly, you're all awesome. You've come on a Saturday morning. I mean, come on. Everyone
That's
else
right.
is going out with their families or going out doing the shopping, and you're here. So, yeah, lovely to see you. It's just great to see you. It's great to see. I mean, there's so many kind of familiar names here because, of course, I recognize you from I'm a member of APPI as well. Okay, I live in Spain, but I became a member of APPI as well because I wanted to. Because you've got some great things going on, you know, it's a really great group. So yeah.
And Vanessa
just
will be joining us in our future events like the APPINEP seminar in 2025 to celebrate the APPINEP 25 years.
yeah.
So it will be in February. Take note of that in Lady.
Yeah, I've already got it on my, here's my calendar. I've gone old school and I've got a calendar. The reason I've gone old school is because I suddenly realized that if I ever lost my phone, so there was me talking about not using your apps, but of course I use my phone for all my calendars. So I've got myself an old school calendar.